Hi, it's Michael. What will be discussed in this video may sound quite unpleasant and may make you feel even angry, but tough love, the truth needs to be told if we are to be free, and as we are all very aware, there is the saying, and the truth shall set us free. So people love discussing dramas, personal or otherwise. People love discussing their health issues, love discussing the accidents, incidents, and events that happen to them. Absolutely love it. And they love discussing the accident they've seen on their way to work. If you see an accident while you're driving to work, and you come to work, and one of the first things you say is, "You wouldn't believe what I've just seen. All these smashed cars and the blood on the ground, and the ambulance there, and they were just loading somebody, and the blood was gushing out of the person 3 meters up into the air, and and the vultures were circling overhead, and there was a traffic jam that was 10 kilometers long, and helicopters for news agencies. Oh my gosh, you wouldn't believe it." This is a natural way the mind operates, because as we are told, the mind feeds on dramas. The mind feeds on dramas. That's one of the ways the human ego propagates, maintains its hold. So if we want to do the world a big favor, don't share your dramas with anybody. Keep them to yourself, except perhaps with an appropriate therapist. But each drama has emotions associated with it. So your health issues, your issues with from your youth. I was abused by my father, or ignored by my mother, or be bullied in school, or whatever it may be. It has emotions associated with it. These emotions are stuck in you until they are discharged, and these emotions weaponize these issues. They weaponize it, so the issue becomes a bomb, a grenade, that when you share it, you throw that weapon at somebody. So each of us we have our own issues to deal with, and some people way too much. They can barely handle what they already have, actually most people, and to dump these weaponized dramas on them is doing them a huge disfavor, because now they, in addition to their own crap, they have to handle this crap, and this can collapse their energy system if or when it gets too much. It does happen. This is not an exaggeration. So again, whether it's a health issue, whether it's abuse, whether it's an accident or incident, automatically it has emotions associated with it. Most of these emotions are recorded in the subconscious, so we are not aware of them, and we are not aware of them until some physical symptom appears. It may be migraines, it may be pain in the body, it may be behavior, emotional issues, it may be whatever, but until that develops, we are not aware of them, and so we should not be sharing our health issues, our accidents, our abuses, and so on with anybody until we disarm those events. and we disarm them by dissolving, letting go of the emotions. Now, sometimes the emotions can stick around for incarnations, for lifetimes. In other words, we keep on coming back to this world, life after life after life, harboring the same emotions. They stay with us until they get discharged. Sometimes they can get discharged eventually by our spiritual evolvement, but many of them don't. Many of them need help discharging. So how to disarm all these dramas? Well, consciously I'm aware of only one technique that helps with it very well, and that is called neuro-emotional technique. I keep on talking about this in pretty much all my spiritual talks. NET, neuro-emotional technique, it is specifically designed to detect these stuck hidden emotions and to discharge them. And unfortunately, there are not that many doctors that perform NET, and depending where you are located, there may be very few. It is very well worth it to travel even long distances to a doctor like that, even if it would mean flying and staying for a few days in a hotel, even just to go for a couple of hours of NET, to spend even a couple of $1,000 if you can afford it, because it can save you lifetimes of coming back to this earth. Is that worth it? Instead of going in circle until that emotion gets eventually let go of, dropped, to just let go of it just like that in few minutes of NET. So a few $1,000 versus few lifetimes, pretty good deal, no? So to find a practitioner, you can go to the website netmindbody.com, netmindbody.com, and in one of the upper corners, I believe, there is a link that says practitioner finder or find practitioner, and there you can look for practitioners. There are a few even in Europe and Australia and so on. So there are some around, and again, it's very well worth to travel to them. So again, to quickly recap, events, whether our own or events we witness, like when we drive to work and we see an accident, or we see war reported on TV, have emotions associated with them. Your emotions when you witness them. And thus, when you start sharing them with others, you not only dump the issue you're talking about at them, but also the associated emotions. And that may be too much for the listener, depending on how much energy the listener has. Most people don't have enough energy to handle all this, and it affects them negatively, unhealthily. All right? So discharge the emotions first by using NET. If there are other techniques, great. I am not aware of them consciously. And of course, asking the divine for help, protection, and guidance is extremely helpful as well. And asking in the form of statement, gratitude. I am very grateful to the divine for all the help with guidance, protection, and everything else that's needed to lead a healthy life, and for guidance with all what was just discussed, with being able to let go of the emotions before dumping them on other people. All right? So that's all for this talk. Wishing you a healthy and joyful life. Michael out.